Hello! Welcome to my lavamancer video. So I just finished getting him leveled and getting him some basic gear. Mostly 680, 670 legendaries. I couldn't find any gloves, so I just picked up these blue ones. I mean, they're close enough, I guess. And then this one doesn't really have his passives, but whatever. And then defense crit over here. So it's like a mix of defense power and defense health and defense power and defense crit. Just to kind of see what skills what. Yeah, so I got these two spheres, Volcanic Might, which pretty much gives Volcano a 20% chance to stun all enemies hit for 2 seconds, which sounds pretty good. And this Crumbling Stone one, people who are turned to stone take 20% more damage, and then after they die, they explode for 50% defense power, which is the Maw, which is for the Maw Tower. So this right here is the Maw Tower. It shoots out that beam, turns something into stone, and then whatever, it'll do the extra damage based on defense power. Except this is supposed to be the wall, and it scales with defense health. So yeah, and it costs 80 DU. And so right now with my half-fast guy here, it has 244,000 health, which, let me see how much, let me see how much health. Okay, so I only have 1400 health, so this thing could probably be huge. You could have a huge wall out of this, but yeah, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage or anything. And then the beams were shooting all over the place during the map, so I don't know. It's not that impressive. But probably the best tower, honestly. Here's the Volcano. It has a decent amount of health, I guess. 64,000. It costs 100 DU. And then it starts off at 24,000 DPS, which is not impressive for 100 DU. I mean, the range on it is insane, but I mean, I can get the same thing with an archer plus and more, I guess. So yeah, I don't have the passives for it. So there is one. Pyroclast increases volcano damage by 4%. If I'm assuming this is fairly close to max, so it's either probably like 4 or 5% max, hopefully. And yeah, so you could probably get, what, let's see, like 20%, 25% more damage if you get all of those. So that's a decent chunk. You can probably get this to just over 30,000 DPS at T1, which is that's not impressive at all. 400 DU. I mean, my archers are over 30,000. No, they're 33,000 tier 1, 40 DU, and they have fairly decent range too. I mean, not like the Volcano, but you know. Anyways, where is he? There we go. You got the this thing here. Doesn't even show the range at all. There's no range indicator here. Okay. Guess it has to be really close. There we go. So it doesn't have a range indicator. I don't know how close they have to be or anything. It seems kind of like a Chaos Trappish. I mean, if this is the range indicator right here, we're in trouble. It says sheet DPS is 873, which, okay. So with Eruption, the DPS goes up to 1,000 something. I don't know. I think that the sheet is probably wrong here, since like a lot of this background stuff here is taking 1,000 damage. Or 10,000 rather. And then this thing right here. It says the lava damage is 32, yet the crit damage is 10,000. So yeah, so right here you saw 10,000. It does 32 damage to most things, and then every once in a while it throws out a 10,000, which is great. Otherwise, his dash is very buggy. You'll get stuck on pretty much everything with this. Like, it's kind of cool. Like, you saw that. Like, you do like a half a teleport a lot of times. It skips frames. It's cool to try and get from, like, mid-air things to other mid-air things so you don't, like, fall down. Works fairly well for most of that. This right here is amazing to get around. I mean, if he was a good builder, it would be amazing to just build things really fast with him. Also works really well active to collect mana and not die, and you know, pick up this little orb thing here. His eruption, obviously, his eruption is really good for the old towers too. I mean, the poison towers and what, they just all go crazy and start shooting really fast. So actively, I think this is a pretty good character. If you just want to sit around by your defenses and chill. But I think without the active part, the defenses themselves aren't that amazing at all. One last test with this fissure here without his. Yeah, so it does as much damage as it says, 3,400. So without the this right here, the eruption or whatever, it's total garbage. So, oh. There you go. That's it for lavamancer, I guess. Thanks for watching.